Shadow, habo malume bangaphandle namhlanje ilanga lesithanda sami bagodwa singowethu hamba nami cela bavule amagesi thanda sami isikhathi sesifikile.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marina. I'm a fashion, lifestyle, and travel content creator here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and my blog at Her Millennial Closet. If this is your first time coming across my channel, I want to say welcome, 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 welcome. I am so happy to have you here. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here with me. So today's sit-down video, we're doing my makeup. I'm getting ready to shoot content, so let's do my makeup and chat about my destination wedding. I owe you guys a vlog. It's being edited, but here is a sad little story. After day 2 in Cape Town, everything that was shot in slow motion. So I am trying to figure out how to revive those clips. That's why it hasn't come yet, but I figure I answer some of the questions I got about my destination wedding, how I prepare for it. I did a Q&A in my story and I got a lot of questions, and before I left I had questions also, so we're going to combine all of those and answer as much as I can while doing my videos, okay? And also I'm here with baby girl, so if you hear her in the background, give both of us grace, okay? Alright, now let's get into my makeup. You guys know my True and True. I am going to be using the Bobbi Brown primer. I've been having this for so long. I usually buy the jumbo size. It's a little pricey. It's about $100, but it always lasts me for like a year or so. So I'd rather get that. Sometimes it goes up to a year and a half, to be very honest. So I usually just get the jumbo size, and I'll link everything below, all the makeup product I'm using. Hi baby, you sleepy now? Yeah. Jiggy jiggy baby. She is smiling her life away. But anyway, today I'm not gonna be doing my cluster lashes because I ran out. I ordered some from Amazon. It hasn't come yet, so we're not gonna apply those. I'm just going to go without lashes today, but instead I'm going to use mascara. So let's get into it. The foundation I'm going to be using are my House Labs foundations. So I have 2 shades. The darker shade I always use during the summertime, and then the lighter shade I use it during the winter time to help with my skin, because you know your skin changes complexions or color during the seasons. So I am going to be using the lighter shade today, which is this one, and I'll put the color and the number on the screen for you guys to see. So I normally don't use a lot of foundation because again, I like my makeup to be very light underneath. So here's the foundation, no foundation. Foundation, no foundation. Labs is the best foundation in my opinion for full coverage. I also use the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, but I truly love House Lab. I am a full coverage girl, True and True. I prefer full coverage makeup just because I have a lot of scars and uneven skin tone on my face. I need all of that covered, okay? Now let's get into destination wedding questions. The first question I got was, which is probably the most asked question, was, is your fiance from South Africa and why are you getting married in South Africa? That was the most asked question. And I don't know if people don't be paying attention when I'm posting things online, but I will answer this. My fiance is not from, or my husband, let me slow down. My husband is not from South Africa, and neither do I. I visited South Africa, and I visited a lot of time, and I fell in love with, sorry, I was thinking the web is so loud. I visited South Africa a lot of times, and I fell in love with Cape Town specifically. I've been to both Johannesburg and Cape Town. I was supposed to go to Durban a couple of years ago, but I didn't get to, so I've only been to Cape Town and Johannesburg. Hubby is not from South Africa. We're both Liberian. We're both West African. However, I have been, sorry, I'm looking for my concealer, and my makeup table is a hot mess. So if you see me just looking down, I am looking for my concealer. At the same time, I'm trying to rock this baby. Oh my God, the beauty of being a working mom. Oh, that was a scene. Hi. Yes, she has to be here today because Dada is busy and I have to watch her and do content. So yeah, that's my life now and I'm fine with that. But anyway, I'm using my concealer Born This Way, Too Faced Born. My makeup routine never changes. It's always the same. You're always going to see me apply the same product. The same routine is always the same for me. So I'm just going to spray this on top to get it dewy for me. So yeah, hubby is not from South Africa. I am not. We're both West African, but South Africa, Cape Town is my favorite city and country. So that is why we did a destination wedding there. It was always between South Africa and Italy. South Africa became our best choice due to a lot of reasons: budget, treatment of how we were treated, and so forth. So we ended up with Cape Town. But no, he's not from there. I am not from there. Now that my makeup has set, let's blend it in some more. So I use a smaller, when you see this table, you're going to judge me. I use a smaller blending brush for this step just to make sure everything stay in place like I want it. It dried a little bit more than I wanted it. That's why you see a little bit bakey, but I should be able to get it to do what I want to do. I use a concealer closer to my shade just to keep it simple. Another most asked question I got was, how was my guest list and how did I prepare the guest list? So initially we sent out a guest list of 110 guests just to get started off, because we didn't want anyone to tell us, oh, you were having a destination wedding and we weren't invited. So we made sure we kept the guest list large, but we always knew in the back of our head it was not going to be that many people. We had a traditional wedding in the US and we knew for a fact that was going to be more packed than the destination wedding. So that one we did not do RSVP and we did not had a limit on the guest list. Because I want my under eye to be a little brighter, I am going to go in with a brighter shade of Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. Just a tad bit brighter because I want that to be the case. The reason why we had so many people at our traditional wedding is simply because of my parents. Perfect. So I don't know that many people and so does hubby, but my parents know that many people. That is why we had so many guests at the traditional wedding. We don't know that many people. So that is how we were able to determine how many guests we wanted. So we first started off with a massive list and then we condensed it from there. On top of that, because my parents know so many people, that is how we had so many guests at the traditional wedding. And we also knew that if we were going to have the white wedding, again, I'll put the setting powder. I need to learn how to give the right names for these products because I keep using the wrong names. So this is baking. Okay, so it's loose baking and setting powder. This is from Huda Beauty. I'm going to put it on the screen. It is the same thing I use all the time. So because we knew we didn't want the same amount of guests at the white wedding, I know that sounds very selfish, but we just knew because my parents know so many people and my husband also know a lot of people in the States. We were afraid that if we kept the wedding in the States, it was going to be very expensive for us to handle. So that is why we took it internationally. The cost, we rented a hall and then we decorated with our own thing with the traditional wedding. That is how we were able to maintain 350 guests without breaking the bank. We couldn't have done that here because for here, we were going to have to get a hall that caters and do everything, and that was just going to be too much. So this is total transparency moment on financing. I am going to go in with the, I know this is finished, this is the Shadow Tilbury bronzer in the color Deep Shade. So we decided that having a destination wedding with a smaller guest was going to be financially feasible for us, and we chose a place that also was going to be financially feasible for us as well. So those were the underlining factor in choosing creating a guest list. Now when we sent out the guest list, the invitation for the 210 guests, and we made our reservation actually with a venue in Cape Town for 110 guests, but we always knew that wasn't going to be the case. Now fast forward to the venue. The next question, not fast forward, the next question was about the venue. I'm using the wrong brush again, but our venue is the Mount Nelson Hotel, the gorgeous and stunning Mount Nelson Hotel. I love that place. It's so bougie. It literally reminds me of Crazy Rich Asians, the movie, with the beginning scene when they walk in and the bougie. It was really cute. That's what that hotel reminds me of. But anyway, so the venue, I got a lot of questions. How did we find the venue? That was the third most asked question, was how did we find our venue? I think I said this in my story as well. One of my best friends is South African. She's from Cape Town. We met in Cape Town 8 years ago. We've been cool and great since then. So she knows my style and my taste. So when I told her I was looking for a wedding venue and we were coming to Cape Town to get married, she was like, okay, I know you very well. You're not an outdoor girl. You're not a wineland girly. I know you very well. Again, I'm going to put this product on the screen. It's the Brow Mascara by NYX. We're just going to fix my brows with that. So Razia was like, you're not an outdoor girly. You're not a wineland girly. I will not recommend you going to the winelands to get married because you're not going to like it. On top of that, the winelands are mostly 30 minutes outside of the CBD area. So you'll need something to be close enough for your guests to experience the city life. So we had a couple of hotels in mind, but we ended up going with the Mount Nelson Hotel. Now, in total transparency moment, because I did get questions about the wedding budget as well, there are cheaper hotels than the Mount Nelson. Just keep that in mind. If you're on a straight budget, if you're considering, let's say you're considering getting married in Cape Town and you're considering the Mount Nelson, I understand it's a stunning hotel. The wedding pictures haven't come out yet, but it's gorgeous. I will say this, it's not cheap. Now let me say that. Let me explain. Because the type of hotel is, if you go on the website, one night at that hotel is like $1,500. It goes up to $3,000 a night. So it's not cheap. However, the wedding package, in my opinion, is quite good. So the package we got, first we started up with the Monet and Chandel. I'll put the name of the package on the screen. That's the package we started off with. For 110 guests, we got a dance floor, a venue, the food. The drinks were not included. We had to pay for that extra. But we had to pay for the cocktail hour full extra, which was a shock to me at the end. But that money paid for the food, the venue. We got a dance floor. All the guests were supposed to get a glass, their own bottle of champagne to toast to us. And then a one-night stay, a honeymoon night stay at the hotel that costs up to $3,000 a night, one room. So there's a lot of stuff that came in that package. But because the guest list had dropped, when we finally get a final RSVP, we finally knew how many people was going. We couldn't keep that package anymore because it was not feasible for us. So we dropped our package down. So the total number of guests, including adult and children, were 40 guests at the wedding. That's what we came down to, which was perfect for us because we knew from the beginning we're not going to get 110 guests. Now, we were at 60 guests, and then a lot of things we had guests drop last minute. Some guests even canceled a couple of days before the wedding. So it was a little bit disappointing, but it's wedding. You have to expect those things. So our package was really good at the hotel, and then we paid for drinks separately for 40 guests. Everybody is different. We didn't have strong liquor. We didn't have wine and stuff, so we kept it very simple for the budget, so which was good. And even the budget we put down, our guests didn't even get to drink that much alcohol, so keep that in mind as well. So we found a venue through my best friend, and we were able to do what we wanted to do within a reasonable budget. So that is how our venue was found, and that's what the package we ended up having the wedding on with was the smaller package for 50 guests. We got everything. The only thing that we didn't get was the champagne for everybody to do their own toast, but everything else we got it in that package. So what I would say is, if you want to know more, you can send me a DM. I will give you the wedding plan, the venue people we worked with, the wedding day coordinator that we worked with. She was amazing. She's awesome. Nadira is the best thing. She's so sweet. She's the nicest person ever. So I would definitely recommend her for you to reach out to her and talk to her. But obviously everybody is different. I always do this. I use the foundation I'm wearing to carve the top of my brows. So yeah, that's what we did. That's how we found our venue and the package we used. Now, wedding planners. The other question I had was, did you plan the wedding on your own or you had a coordinator? Honestly, all wedding planner. I would not plan a wedding on my own, especially a destination wedding. Even if I was planning a wedding in the States, to be honest, I would not do it on my own. Kudos to the girls that do it on their own. I'm very proud of you. I give you your flowers. You are amazing. You are wonderful. But it's not for me. I am not a wedding planner. Don't get me wrong, I'm a great planner in my life. I plan things, I take care of things. But here's the thing about a wedding planner that people don't know. They give specific price discounts on things. So if you go there by yourself, the price you're going to get versus the price the wedding planner going to get is going to be different. And two, they're just very patient group of people. My wedding planner I work with was Simone and Carrot, but I call her Kay. I'm going to put that Instagram handle on the screen. They plan different events, not just weddings. So I know for some reason I have a huge base of family. I'm not going to call them anything other than family. Wonderful followers on that side, and they in Cape Town. So I'm going to put my wedding planner's name on the screen. Please, if you are planning an event, a birthday party, something, reach out to those ladies. You're not going to regret it. They're amazing. They're kind. They are patient. That is why I would recommend a wedding planner, just because they are extremely patient. Because let me tell you something, I think I was not a bridezilla, but I had moments, and they were very patient. And I think that is something that you need as a bride when you're planning your wedding. You need someone in your corner that will stop the work for you when they have to. So that would be my one recommendation of having a wedding planner. Do not skip that part. I know people be like, oh, I can do it, I can plan it. No, you can't. Especially if it's your wedding day, you're stressed out, there's a lot of things happening, there's a lot of people, especially on the wedding day. I feel like you need a wedding planner. And I could bounce idea off of them. And you need a wedding planner that will be very nice to you, because my wedding planners, when we had difficulties in certain area, they would step in for us. When we needed to cut down costs on things, they understood and they stood up for us. So for me, having a wedding planner was a must. I don't know about anybody else. So for me, wedding planner always. And my husband and I are planning to renew our vows when we reach certain milestones. we're gonna have a wedding planner again. I can't do it on my own. The other question I had was, did I custom make my wedding dress? Initially, I wanted to, and I didn't end up going with it. I was a bride on a budget. You have to understand, in 2024, we purchased a house, and that was extremely expensive. So for me, it was a bride on a budget. And I have the questions in front of me. I'm looking at the screen as we go, by the way. I was a bride on a budget, so I did not custom make my wedding dress. I haven't fully released my wedding dress picture because I want the professional photos to come, but I will show you guys. I got married in a princess gown instead of what's it called? A mermaid. I always wanted to get married in a mermaid gown, but then you have to understand, I was 4 months postpartum, and I will show you guys some photos of wedding dresses I tried on. I was 4 months postpartum. I couldn't do a mermaid wedding dress because I wouldn't have been comfortable. I was going to be self-cautious in the photos. I was not going to enjoy myself, so I ended up going with a princess wedding gown to help me cover the fupa. But I loved my dress. When I saw it, it was an immediate yes for me. I was so happy with it. I loved everything about it. I had multiple fitting. And the other thing I did, again, because I was a bride on a budget, I did get my wedding dress off the rack. Very transparent. My wedding dress was off the rack at a wedding shop here in Houston, and then I took it, I did some adjustment. Initially, I wanted to get a custom made dress, but they were just not affordable. One lady in Ghana, the cheapest she said was $6,000. That was like a lot. And because we just bought a house, we had to be financially responsible. So I ended up getting the dress off the rack and then custom design it. So that's one thing I would do for my 2025 brides or beyond. Maybe look on the rack and see what you will find. You'll be very surprised because I wasn't expecting to find a dress that I really love off the rack. So just keep that. The other question I had was, I think I answered this already, but it said, what made you wanted to do a destination wedding? The reason why I wanted a destination wedding, I think I kind of answered it in little bits. One, we wanted to cut down costs because we knew, and the mascara I'm using is a YSL mascara. I really love this. It's good. Again, today is a simple makeup day. I'm not doing much. Well, I'm wearing a red lipstick, so I am doing a lot. Why did I want a destination wedding? I think because we had just bought a house and we wanted to cut down costs, but having a destination wedding has always been a dream of mine, and getting married in Cape Town have always been the goal. So I thank you that my husband said yes. So that was a simple answer to that. That was just a simple answer to that. 1 second, let me bring this. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills waterproof cream to line my waterline. So this one is just a compliment she was giving. She said, thank you. You make me want to have a destination wedding myself when I'm getting married. To be honest, again, I've read all these questions. To be honest, that you're welcome. And I will always do a destination wedding if I have to, because it is feasible. It is very feasible. If you go to a cheaper places, okay, here we go. If you go to a cheaper country, to be honest, Cape Town was not cheap. I think because of where we got married. But 1 second. I need to be still for this one. Okay. Cute. If you go to a cheaper country, I'm pretty sure it's going to be cheaper than what we pay, but I was always going to do a destination wedding. It was never out of the picture for me. I got some questions about the food, about the planning, about activities. So I'm going to mark those up because I have to run now. So about activities, we did different kinds of activities. One, we planned the wedding week in the way where our guests had the mornings to themselves, and then the evening we do things together for them. We did have our welcome dinner. You know what? That will be at the beginning of this clip. Of this video. I'll put that at the beginning. So go and watch this and then come back. Or you probably saw it before getting here, but yeah. Watch the welcome dinner. So the way we did it, we planned activities in the morning, in the evening, and then guests can stay do with us in the evening. We had a couple shower instead of a bridal shower. We had it on the yacht with our guests. That was another way of cutting down costs. So if you're planning a destination wedding and you want to do things with your guests, that's another fun thing to do. The yacht wasn't cheap. I can disclose the cost for that. We pay $2,100 and change for 2 hours, and we did the sunset cruise. The yacht was for 40 people, and then we had photographer. We paid for photographer, we paid for food, and we wanted to have a bridal shower, but then we are already married, so, and our guests, we weren't that many people, so it made no sense to separate the bride and the groom, so the men from the women, so we did everything together. That's why we went on a yacht and had a couple showers. So that's something you can consider. And because we were not that many guests and we didn't want to separate the crew, it didn't make sense to have separate events. So we had one shower together, which was a couple shower, and we really loved it. It was so much fun. I'll put some clip from there in here for you to see. It was so much fun. And like some people, it was the first time on the yacht, so it was cute to see the guests really enjoyed that and just dance and party and just had the time of our life on the yacht. And let me tell you something, this is what love would do for people. My sister-in-law was cracking up because my husband do not mess with water, and he was on the yacht for me. She was like, what did you do to my brother? But it was so much fun. We had a wonderful time. And then the other thing we did together was our bachelorette. Again, because it was under 40 guests, there was no reason to separate us. So we had 4 bridesmaids, 4 groomsmen, and we did a joint bachelorette night. So, I mean, my husband went out one night with his friends to have fun. I honestly didn't care, but we went out as a couple, and then I'll put a video of this in the screen. It was hilarious. We bought the whole, like, a chunk side of the VIP section, and they had to rearrange everything. It was hilarious. Yo, money in Africa is sweet. It's sweet than money in the US. I'm not even kidding. It was so fun to see. And then we had guests of the wedding there with us, so it was not just us. And then we just partied, we ate, we drank. I need to clean up this table. I'm pretty sure you can see it. Like, Mo do better. I know I will. So yeah, that is what we did. We had a joint shower. And then the other thing we did again was we had our welcome dinner. You saw it at the beginning. I'm using the House Lab blush, and I'll put it on the screen for you to see as well. This one I'm going to put a little bit more because I'm using the red lipstick, so I wanted to stand out a little. So the activities we did, I'll list all of our activities on the screen. We did a welcome dinner, and then we did a couple shower. So the way the week set up was, the first day we did wine tasting actually. Then after the wine tasting, we did a welcome dinner. After the welcome dinner, we did a safari trip, and then we did the couple shower, and then the wedding. I think I'm forgetting one event, but that was the way it was set up. When I remember the other event, I'll put it there. But we were always together, and then we rented a massive Airbnb. Half of the guests was in it, the other half stayed in hotels and stuff. I will share the vlog. I promise there is a vlog. I just need to finish editing it. So those are the activities we did, because someone asked, if you're doing a destination wedding, what type of activities would you recommend? So again, the location we got married. Oh, and then we went to the safari. That was the one big, did I list that? No, we went to the safari. We spent the whole day. Now, because we're in South Africa, we can do that, but I don't know where you want to do your own destination wedding. You can see like what are the most things people do in that location and plan it for your guests. And one thing that we did that was really fun, we created a massive group chat. I'm using the highlighter by Fenty Beauty to kind of bring some brightness to the pink. I created a wedding group chat, and I think this is something that was so fun, and you can definitely do this. We created a wedding group chat, and everybody can share photos and highlights and fun stuff in the group chat, so people could ask questions and people could talk to each other and make friends. So that was one thing I did, was really cute, and people actually enjoyed that for the wedding. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Miss America red lipstick, and then I am going to line my lip with the Sephora red lipstick pencil. Okay, and we will soon be done. And I hope I answered all of your questions, because I'm dumping them together now because I'm running late. But yeah, so we had the group chat, and the group chat was so fun, and the group chat is still active to this day. We still chat in there. We send life highlights in there, because again, we want to renew our vows, and we want the same people that are at the wedding to be there. So we kept the group chat for people to talk in there together. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but I think I summed most of the questions up. Like, what shoes did I wear for my wedding? I wore Jimmy Choo. I got it from the Nordstrom sale. Again, I was about on the budget, so I was very cautious. My jewelry, all of my wedding jewelry was from either Amazon or Shein. Again, around on the budget, I had to be cautious of how I was spending. One second. Alright. Okay. While that is drying, let me go back to the question and see my phone. I'm having an issue with Instagram today. Let me just go back and see the questions and make sure I'm not missing anything. My story, I have to go back to my story. But yeah, so my wedding shoe was Jimmy Choo. My second dress, because I got a lot of compliments and questions on that, my second dress was made in Nigeria. That is not the design I wanted at all. That was not how it was supposed to be, but that's how it turned out. So I just went with the flow, and I cannot recommend that person, because it was not how I wanted my dress to be. So I won't recommend that to you. It'll be waste of your money. So no, I won't recommend them. But yeah, my dress, I'll find the name of the designer in my dress and put it up. Maybe you can check them out. But I hope I answers most of your questions for this. Okay, there we go. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I answered almost all of them. The guest list. Congratulations, your dress, the wedding color. Oh, the wedding color. Our wedding color was gold, purple, and lavender. I wanted a royal theme wedding, so I chose royal colors. So, but my girls wore rose gold dresses, and then I wore a gold dress as my second dress. That was that. I have not put together the overall cost for the wedding, so I cannot give you answers on that. There we go. And then let me see, what's the other question? Someone said, would you recommend Cape Town as somewhere to do a wedding? Honestly, yes. I got married there, so most definitely I will recommend it. It was stunning. You get to do a lot of stuff. We didn't even get to go to the Robben Island, but I know my parents wanted to. We did a lot of fun stuff. Yeah, I had a good time. I hope I answered. all of the questions. If you have any, put in the description below. I wanted to make this as a series, but I'm not going to, so I answer all of the questions today. I hope that helped. Let me put, that is all I'm gonna do with this red. Okay, I hope I answered all of your questions. Would I ever do a destination wedding again? Yes. Was this feasible? Because we bought a house and did a 2 weddings in the same year, it was sort of kind of is. We were not prepared for a lot of expenses that came, but it turned out the way we wanted it. I have not seen the wedding photos yet. I'm still waiting for them. When they come out, I'll share it on social media for you to see some of them, but it was a great time. And thank you for hanging out with me. I am wearing this beautiful robe from my clothing brand called Swag Clothing. My pieces I made and manufactured here in Houston, Texas, so definitely check us out. We have a new collection coming up. We are almost a year old, so yeah, I'm very happy. Okay. If you made it to this far, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. You'll receive every single content I post. I hope I answer all of your wedding questions. If I do remember some more questions or you have more questions for me, when I am doing another Get Ready With Me video, I will answer them in that video. Okay? Thank you. God bless you and have a good day. Bye.